Part 1, core part, open series. Entry 4, entry 6, tap, tap twirl, cob, cradle, meet and merge. Make sure you know who's hitting first. As far as hitting first goes, it's always the senior person. If you're in Arnis or in Tang Soo Do, the senior belt in Tang Soo Do, unless you decide ahead of time, it's going to be different. Now, other couple of things, looking through the lens, it's not on the paper. For all my black belts, just knowing it is fine. For my second dans and higher, things we're looking for is what we kind of just covered, chambers. So if you're a black-white first degree, I'll be a little bit more lenient on the chambers because you're still learning this, but second dans, you have to make sure the chambers are correct. Big chamber issues are the tap twirl and cob. Those are the two biggest ones that people mess up. I'm also looking for consistency. I shouldn't hear each individual part. It should be a pretty consistent pace the entire time. And starting at third degree, I want to make sure that we're not throwing sticks all over the place, but we're actually aiming for targets versus hitting sticks. Now, the plus for this is single versus double. Your choice. You can do all left hand, all right hand, or the switch version where every time you switch feet, you also switch your hands. So Asher Nichols is choosing right hand.
Single hand, right hand.
As long as it's a smooth pace, and that left hand, as you notice, is not just a gimp on the side, it's doing something useful, or at least staying up. Notice on the single versus double, if he's keeping the one hand, there's a couple manipulations you have to do there. You have the meet and merge being one, I have to come through from the other side. The tap twirl, I have to kind of counter spin to make those work. The other things to keep in mind, again, like I mentioned in the middle, that empty hand, it doesn't have to hit and move on every single thing, but I don't want to just see it hanging there. So, a couple hits from here to there, but keeping that hand up is important. All right, option 1, which is what I would say is the general one that the black-whites should pick up, is called Super Sinwali. Single hit, double hit, entry 6 retic version, tap, tap twirl. And no, this comes from the Arnis family. There is no set footwork, so you can do it in place or you can move naturally. But again, from here, you're doing a temple strike, which is all a 1 count. Then you're doing a 2 count, so a forehand, backhand. Then you do your entry 6, your 3 count, 1, 2, and instead of coming through, I'm retaking my wrist. When you first learn this, go slow so you don't whack each other's hands. Then you just do tap and tap twirl. And the plus, once again, is single versus double, your choice. Could be all right, all left. Whatever the case might be, I'm not going to demonstrate it because you saw it with the open series. Option 2, and this would be something that I would say for first dans and up should now focus on, besides having the lower ones, is what is called 2 count Sinwali or single Sinwali, which you guys all know is entry 4. So in the Kali family, we call it entry 4, which we've retained because it's easy to remember. In the martial arts world, entry 4 is actually called single Sinwali and or 2 count. And there's 4 variations of single Sinwali. You already know 2 of them. So it starts with high, high. It starts with high, high. Then you go high, low, or entry 4. Now you go low, low. And then you go low, high. So 4 variations of essentially going forehand, backhand with our 2 cardinal strikes, high and low. Now the plus for this one is doing the mirrored version. So every Sinwali you've ever learned can be mirrored. So your normal Sinwalis are right hand hits right hand, left hand hits left hand. Right? You do it all open series. Cob, whatever it might be, right hand. Mirrored is his left hand hits my right hand, his right hand hits my left hand. So I do single Sinwali. Easiest to start with what we call a cross chamber. So again, high, 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 low, 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 high. All right, so that gives you your second way of manipulating Sinwalis after you learn your basic one. You can single versus double 3 different ways, left, right, or switching. Your next manipulation is doing the mirrored version off of anything that you would like to do. Option 3, and this would be my recommendation / requirement for second dans and up, that's closed series, which most of you guys know. And so this is where I go to my closed chamber. It's also known as Pasunoron. It's also known as 3 count. We'll talk about 3 count in a second in the rest of the martial arts world. So it's got 4 parts, high, high, high. The other name for this is Heaven Sinwali. Then you have low, 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 which is called Earth Sinwali. Then you have a very famous one, high, low, high, which is called Double Sinwali, which in a lot of circles is all they teach. And the 4th part is reverse Double Sinwali, which is low, high, low, low, high, low. Now, the plus for this is to go to the Arnis segment of things, which is when I'm dealing with a blade. So I'm going to change my chambers for the low, low, low and the low, high, low to being in front of the shoulder. And the concept behind this is with sticks, it's not a problem. With great technique, it's not a problem. With a blade and not perfect technique, if I go low, low, and I happen to be a little too close, I shave off my elbow. So what we do, and actually I may turn the face a little bit at an angle for this one, we do our high, high, high normal. But after this one, instead of going under my armpit, it comes in front of my shoulder. Now I go low, low, low. In front of the shoulder. Now it goes back under the arm for double Sinwali, or high, low, high. And it goes back in front of the shoulder for low, high, low. And there's our mechanics. So a little bit of a different variation on the Filipino martial arts for that. All right. Option 4 is Redondo. It comes off of the closed series. It's also known as stick twirling. So Master Nicholas showed this one. This is just off and out, face this way. All right, so the idea behind this, if I was facing off with somebody, something for sparring with double sticks, if I'm sitting like this, that's one thing, but there's an opening. If I'm constantly moving my sticks around in a way where I can strike from, it's a little harder to find an opening. It's also pretty intimidating having sticks in front of your face like that. The plus is abanico, or fanning, which instead of just going through this way, I'm going to do a abanico fan. I'm going to go smack the hand, redondo. Fan, fan, redondo. Boom, boom, redondo, boom, boom. So a little less flowy, but it has an extra little step in there. A couple things for learning to do it like that. If you're starting, closed series. Think like when you went back to your open series and you were learning tap twirl and some of you guys had to do the whole arm thing like a robot. No, you wouldn't do it in real life. That's how you learn. Same thing here. I'm going to start with big full body motion. For those of you who do bow, it's the exact same arm motions you would do in a tong sudo spin. If that makes sense. Same motion I would do in a tong sudo spin. My arms do the same thing. And then you slowly bring that circle a little smaller. Option 5, this would be for my master, my third dans. My master is also kind of the bonus option. This is called double double. So it takes your double Sinwali, high, low, high, and it doubles up. The first part is known as front double double. So as a real quick reference over here, 1, 2, 3. Front double double is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Start normal chamber, and you're going to go 1, bounce back to your shoulder, 2, bounce back to your armpits, I'm back to my starting spot, and then I just do normal double Sinwali. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now, the bonus for this is the slightly harder one. I only say it's slightly harder because I see more people pick this up than the back double double, but I've also learned that people learn one better than the other and struggle. So I learned back double double easier than front double double. This is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So on this one, 1 swings through, then I go 2 bounce back, 3 bounce back, 2 through, 3 through, and back to the armpit. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. That's your front double double and back double double. It will need to be smooth. The other things to prepare for that I'm not going to show you, you'll be doing a round of single stick sparring and a round of double stick sparring for your assessments. The thesis form for this one is any form you want that involves you're creating a stick form. So you can thesis form it or you can literally make something up. And no, if you do Arnis, you cannot just use an Arnis form. You are making your own form up. Your self-defense is against a 2-handed baseball bat swing, unarmed by the way, so your choice on how you want to deal with that. Hint, hint, hint. Don't get hit by the end of the bat. It also doesn't have to be on the first swing. Keep that in mind. If somebody misses with a baseball bat, that baseball bat controls them. They don't control it anymore. And your board break is everyone's favorite reverse into outs on the biggest board that you can break. can't remember the other options.
Option 17
Option
is to
4 is
pull out
Redondo.
Ah.
And Abanico Redondo, if you want to show this.
Option 75 is to pull out your gun and shoot them. It is the fastest option.
Option 5. So I go high, bounce back, low, bounce back, so I'm back to where I started from. Now I just do normal doubles and volley. 1, 2, 1, 2.
You see that guy pull my stick over there? He just ran.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that left hand? No, it's
Last try.
It's
We got
hard
it.
to do slow.
It is hard to, yeah.